If you clicked on this video, I'm sure me and you have something in common. R&B is the soundtrack of our lives. The love, the pain, the culture, the fashion. We are still here for R&B. It's too many criticisms I've heard lately about how R&B is a dying genre, and I simply just don't believe that. I just really don't understand why, or why the gatekeepers would bring so much hate to a genre that literally was called race music. Let's dig into a little bit of the history. Can't handle business, but you busy. You trying to spin the block, that's why. Alright, so for a second, let's zoom out. Let's zoom all the way out. Rhythm and blues, R&B, originated in 1947. Jerry Wexler being the one actually coming up with the name as an alternative to race music, 1947. It was named race music because R&B was specifically the plight, stories, emotional love and loss of African American people. We didn't have hip hop yet. We didn't have rap. We didn't have trap. So R&B was our go-to. It was our staple. It was our voice. It was our commentary. It was the way we liked to dress. It was all of these things in one. So from 1950 to 1970, I think it was documented that rock elements and things of that nature, like guitars and things, were being added. So rock and roll, soul, and funk were really taking over the 50s to the 70s, and of course, R&B being our plight, being our mouthpiece, being our truth. All of that merged. So from the 50s to the 70s, 10 years after the 70s, we're at the 80s and the 90s decades. And this is where the hip hop, the pop, and electronic music had, really incorporated itself. And alright, so we'll put it like this: R&B was born and birthed from the parents of jazz, blues, and early genres of music in the 40s, and it developed itself 50 years later as this polished, electronic, emotion-driven music that we call R&B today. I think most people that refer to R&B, they refer to R&B of the 90s, because we are in 2025, so we talking 90s R&B, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Boyz II Men, things of that nature, right? All right, with a brief history, we now know what is R&B and what is not R&B. If it's rooted in blues, gospel, or primitive music of African Americans, or to our current situation where I keep hearing all of these criticisms. Oh, that's not R&B, that's not R&B, that's not R&B. But you got to ask yourself, does it reflect the world that you live in? Is the music reflecting reality? 9 times out of 10 it is. Oh, well, R&B artists lack production and realism. No, they don't. Most do not. Well, they definitely hide behind their production and their auto-tune and come on. Like, you ain't never tried nothing new? You never painted on a canvas? And instead of just the primary colors, you want to go outside of those primary colors and mix and match and make your picture that much more extravagant? Well, there's too many bad boys in it, and they're all misogynists. Let's just not. Let's just not. Let's not. Every industry, every genre, everything you like has a bad side of it, has a good side of it, just like everything. And now that the conversation has started and it's coming to an end, I need you to let me know exactly how you feel about anything and everything I said. You already know where. Stay tuned for more hot takes, discussions, and things like this. Also, new music. If you believe R&B needs CPR, it's EMT, ready, willing, and able. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. While you study, criticize, point, gatekeep, and do all of that, you should just show us how it's done. You create. Let us see what's in your head. Let us see your version of R&B, right? As long as you right here with me.
it for your disappointment. Attention if you need it more. With me, you safe from all the judging points.